Hello, I'm Ilene Wood, and this is today's episode of Bag Lunch. This is part 3 of Under Glass. If you have joined us for the last 2 segments, I have talked about this technique called under glass, which was popular in the 1950s and 1960s. And this technique is marked by having a printed fabric that's ornamented with stitching and beading, and sometimes sequins and jewels. And in order to protect all of that handwork, it's covered in a layer of vinyl. It's a plastic finish, and it protects the fabric. And this method and these designs were referred to at the time as under glass. Some of the finest bags were done by Soiree. This one features what appears to be a tinted Godet's lady print. And by that, there was a book that was an early precursor to fashion magazines like Vogue and Bazaar. And it was called the Godet Ladies Book. And it featured engravings much like these, often hand-colored in fashion plates. And these plates were included in this book that was something that was an early precursor to the fashion magazines we know today. This bag is also by Soiree, and I think it's tremendously amusing. It celebrates horse racing, and in the back are the racing sheets from Hialeah Park. And the back is also designed and ornamented. And apparently this design was so highly regarded and favored by people that Soiree actually introduced a second version. And this version is a larger bag without the racing sheet beneath it. And it features a lot of the same elements, but in a more minimal stylized way with just a plain back. Here's an under glass bag, also by Soiree, that features a fabric that looks like it came straight out of someone's kitchen. It celebrates all kinds of foods like mustard and basil and curry. And it really looks like the sort of fabric you'd find in a 1960s kitchen in a curtain or tablecloth. This bag is also by Soiree, and this one has botanical prints that have once again been stitched and bejeweled. I have saved my very favorite and the best for last. This is an iconic bag by Soiree that was done in very limited quantities, and it's highly sought after. And this bag celebrates a boutique. And if you notice, it's got the doors to the boutique with little applied doorknobs. The awning has fringe, and you have the 2 mannequins and the dress forms and the hat form. And I think it's just a wonderful bag. And this bag's design was interpreted by a number of different designers over the years. So while this bag came out in the late 50s, early 60s, there are versions of this design that are done by people like Lulu Guinness, and I have one in leather from an Italian designer, and those bags actually were from the early 2000s. So what goes around comes around. A popular design is a thing of great beauty forever. So thank you very much for joining us for this 3rd episode of Under Glass.